Undercovers never felt so good. I could just go to sleep now.
We're getting cozy.
Is it mean back to bed for Dom?
Dom's a little feeling sorry for herself today, so she is.
I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I'm just extremely exhausted and I could literally just go back to sleep.
Yeah, so that's...
But you know what? I still go to work in my pajamas.
That sounds like a dig.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Anywho, so today I wanted to discuss something.
Oh.
No fucking about. We are in the era of 2026 where we're locked in.
Oh god. She's hitting me. We're locked in and I want to
We are. I love how she's acting all cool as if she's not locked in. I'm telling you, we are locked in, and you know we're locked in.
Yeah, I just don't like that word.
Yeah.
Say it 10 times.
Locked in, locked in,
No, but
locked
like
in,
one after
locked in,
another.
locked in, locked in, locked in, locked in, locked in. We're still
Oh
locked
my God,
in.
I'm going to be dreaming about locked in.
Exactly. I'll text you that we're locked in.
The only locked in I like is that song that we listen to.
Yeah. We're locked in. Anyway, so the reason that we're going to speak about what we are going to speak about today,
Can you tell me what it is?
good English, is shit we are never tolerating again. You know why? Because we're in our locked in era.
We're not tolerating bullshit.
And that's going to go in any situation, relationships, friendships, business, yourself.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a lot of trends going on at the minute.
Yes.
And that's all I have to say. There's a lot of trends. And
Locked in.
Yeah.
Locked in.
That's not a trend. We are fucking locked in. But you know the way we always like discuss X and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And we humorize it and
Yeah.
glamorize it, which we really shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
Because like, for example, when it comes to tolerating shit, we're like, oh, that's a neck. If a man tells you he's too busy to see you, as an example, right? Is that something you tolerate?
I mean, it depends to what extent.
You're meant to say no.
Okay, no. No. But if he's genuinely busy and he's locked in and he's working on his business, like you can't
We're all
not
locked
tolerate
in.
that.
No, 100%. But like in the past, for example, give us an example.
Past an example.
I
give us
think
an
I'm on
example.
crack today.
Yeah.
She's like the opposite, and I'm just
You took my energy today. I don't know what's
honestly
going on.
drained her. Like what's something that you would have put up with in the past that now you're like, if somebody did that, you'd be like,
Somebody
"The
walking
fuck?"
all over me.
Well, stop being a doormat.
Yeah, I was a doormat. I'm not a doormat anymore, honey. I'm the one that walks on a doormat now. I'm not a doormat. No, like in relationships, because it's just the easiest one to kind of revert back to. If my ex would go out middle of the night, come back in 6 a.m. in the morning, not have a clue where he was, I would tolerate that.
Yeah. And why do you think you tolerated it?
Because I couldn't be asked with an argument. It would always get turned around on me. Do you know what I mean? It would always be an argument, like if I say, where were you? None of your business. Why? Like, I do what I want kind of thing.
Yeah, 100%.
And it would just cause havoc.
And like it all comes down to like what you choose to tolerate and what you don't want to tolerate. It all comes down to your values and standards at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
And the boundaries you have set in your place or set in place for yourself. So it's not even about the fact that he would go out and do whatever. It's how he made you feel doing that. Do you know what I mean? And like the reason I sort of said they're like relationships, friendships, business, and also like your relationship with yourself is because it's always going to come back down to you, right?
100%.
Because whatever we're lacking, those actions that people are doing are going to bring that out.
It's like
in
a
us,
mirror,
right?
isn't it?
Huh?
It's like a mirror.
It's holding a mirror up.
And if it's pissing you off, well, honey, you're pissing yourself off.
Exactly. And why is that? Why are you dealing with it?
Yeah, I always try to figure that out. Why am I dealing with that? But yeah, like stuff like that, like speaking up for me, right? Like people would in the past, even with friendships, they would speak to me like shit and I would just tolerate it. And I would just be like, oh, whatever. Like I was never a confrontational person. Whereas now, try me. Try me, I'm in for an argument and I'll talk back.
But that's not good either. You don't need to argue.
No, but I can have my point back, right? So if somebody spoke to me like shit at work, for example, when I used to work in the entertainment industry, our boss used to think she was like fucking bee's knees. And she would talk to everyone like shit because she was older and we were younger than her.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me different just because I'm younger.
Yeah.
Like, and I would just be like, oh, whatever. Whereas now I would speak up for myself.
Yeah, I do get that. And again, that's going to come down to what you choose to put up with, right? And like putting up with certain situations, because I have like two mixed opinions on this, right?
Yeah.
But it still always comes back down to you. So like, and for me, I wouldn't say anything back in that sense, like I wouldn't argue with somebody because
Yeah.
that's not worth my energy.
Yeah.
Like I would literally be like, whatever, but I would leave the situation.
Yeah.
So like if somebody was speaking to me any type of way, no, I wasn't like this beforehand. Like I would have sat there and fucking nodded my head and
Okay, I'll
yeah.
do it.
Literally, yeah.
Okay.
I'll fit. Well, like with my nails and shit, I'll still not do that because I don't want to let people down.
Guys, please tell this girl if she's paying for a service, she must receive the service that she wants.
She must. But
So let's reverse it.
okay.
You know, reverse. So if a client comes to you,
Oh no, but this is the thing. I know what I'm doing is not right. 100%.
you're getting better.
I just like put it this way: if somebody spent an hour doing my nails and they look like absolute crack, I don't have the heart in me to tell them that. I will just go back. I'll cry. I'll tell you. Can you do something about it?
They won't improve. Like if someone's shit at something, you need to call them out on it and be like, look, constructive criticism. And they can get better, and somebody else's nails will be better, and still not shit.
And mine are still shit.
Yeah.
I'm looking. We're in this world alone. You wake up
Look
with
after
you.
yourself and your
Look
nails.
after yourself, exactly. But anyway, I went on a complete tangent there. I don't even know what. Yeah. So what I was saying is like, say for example, I had a shit boss, I would put up with their shit, but I'd be like, I'm not having the argument with you because you're not worth my energy.
Yeah.
But in the background, I'll be looking for a new job.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, so I wouldn't tolerate in that sort of way. I don't argue with people that I don't respect. I don't see the point in that.
No. For pointless argument is pointless. But like, I'm not, like I've said this to you before, like I'm not an angry person, but it takes a lot to boil my blood.
Yeah.
And remember when I was on the show and I had that argument with Jessie May?
Fucking Jessie May.
Jessie May, that is the only time that I've really, in a long time, felt my blood boil where I could go into an argument with you because I actually felt really, really angry. But yeah, it's just wasting your energy, isn't it, on people that you don't need to.
100%, because that's the thing. Like you're never going to value that person's opinion anyway. They're never going to be a part of your life in a way that you want them. So what's the point in that?
It's the Let Them book that really got me better at that. Because I would get really bad with even like road rage or traffic, stuff like that. I'd get so wound up.
Yeah, whereas I always used to tell you, like,
there's nothing that you can do. But it just annoys me. It used to really frustrate me, and I'm just like, whatever.
Like, the way I look at these things is you're not meant to be there.
Yeah.
There's a reason you're stuck in traffic for an hour and a half on your way home.
Here, completely off topic. I don't know why. I've just remembered my dream last night.
Same. You know why I remember? Because I ChatGPT'd it.
Oh my God. Cool. So, you know, because I was in pain, like in severe stomach pain before I went to bed and I fell asleep like a baby, I had a dream that I was going to hospital, but it kept repeating over and over again, and they kept putting me to sleep, and I was like really hyper talking and then waking up and I was like high on morphine or something, and I was just chatting shit. And there were a load of random people that we know there that we've met, like in different places, like in Bali and whatnot, just there with me. And I was so confused. And then next thing I know, I was in a fucking middle of a bomb that was going off. What's going on in my head?
Well, in my dream,
oh God, she's up for an argument.
No. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? And I literally woke up and I went, where the fuck did that come from? So
you dreaming about me again?
You wake up alone, you go to sleep alone. The world is your oyster. Stay in your own identity. The dream was about me.
Oh.
So, we were all in the cinema. There was like...
So I was there as well.
You were there as well, yes. You were, of course you were there, because where wouldn't you fucking be? Anyway, there was loads of people. We were all in the cinema and we went to see a movie because I was starring in it. And the movie was The Vampire Diaries, but it was me acting.
What?
I was with Damon Salvatore. I woke up, I was like, damn, shawty.
Did you see something before going to bed about Vampire Diaries?
I don't think so. But then it gets worse. So we were all watching this movie and everybody was cheering me on. It felt like my own little fucking disco. I was loving life. And a bear runs in. And
you lost me at the bear.
Everybody like started running
into the cinema.
Away. Yeah.
But hang on.
But the cinema, like, if
cinema
you looked
was a theatre. More so not like a cinema screen. Because
no, it was definitely a cinema.
So you was in the movie, you was in the screen, but everybody else was in the
theatre.
No,
I was watching in the theatre as well.
Okay, you were watching yourself.
I was watching myself. And then this bear comes in and everybody goes, ah, started like running every direction, and the bear jumped on my back, right? So anyway, then I woke up because I shit myself because the bear jumped on my back.
So what does ChatGPT
So
say?
I'm about to tell you. So ChatGPT, because I was like, does that mean I'm gonna die? Like, is that it? Like, did I die? What happened? Why did I wake up? So, I must have deleted it.
Why would you delete it?
Fuck's sake.
Go into your history of ChatGPT.
Anyways, basically what it said is you're carrying too much on your back.
A bear is heavy.
So it was like emotional baggage.
Okay, so reflection time.
What we're not tolerating. No, I'm just stressed.
Yeah, so you're carrying a
all
lot
it
on your
is.
back. Okay, so that makes sense. That actually makes sense. What is my dream?
Well, we're all gonna explode. World War III is coming.
Well, yeah, it is very close to
And
us.
you're gonna be in the hospital.
Anyway, let's not talk about that. I don't like that. I don't want
Dom's
to be.
biggest fear is dying, which makes
Yeah.
no sense because we're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die one day. Anyway, back to topic because yeah, we're just off topic. With friendships, is there anything that you've ever tolerated that you shouldn't have with friendships?
Yeah, 100% for sure. And like nothing I would even say in particular. It can be the same with like relationships. It can be the same with, I don't know, people I worked with or anything like that. But it's like just disrespect.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I would let like sly comments go by.
Yeah.
So say somebody makes a wee comment, in my head I'd be like, why the fuck did they just say that? But I wouldn't say anything to them about it. Whereas now I would be like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Like explain yourself kind of thing.
Explain yourself. What
No,
do you
because
mean?
it usually, right, if I value the friend, like if you made a sly comment or whatever, like because I value you, I'd be like, obviously something's bothering her,
Yeah.
right? So speak about it and stop being
Yeah.
a child kind of thing. But if it was somebody that I didn't really value or respect in that type of way, it would be in the sense like, okay, what's your problem? Like, because those type of people wouldn't even have the balls to tell you. Do you know what I mean? It's something within them.
What do you think's made you change in the way that you put those boundaries in place and like not tolerating things? Do you think it's growing up? Or
Probably, yeah.
Growing up and life experiences.
100%, right? And like I'm really introverted from that side of things, so I don't feel the need to have loads of people around me
Yeah.
or loads of friends around
Can
me.
we just clarify? You've got loads of people around you right now. I don't even know who half of them are. She just keeps bashing out names. I'm like, are they even real people? I'm going to meet Katie. I'm going to meet Mary. I'm going to meet Sasha. I'm going to meet Rebecca. Who are these people? Never heard of them in my life.
Dom's got a little bit of a jealous little tickle.
No, I've lost all
doesn't
my
she?
friends here. I've got no friends here anymore.
I am
They've all got
networking.
kids.
Networking.
All my friends have got kids.
You have one friend that has a child. Chill.
Two.
Okay. Well, they were already your friends.
Yeah.
I'm making new connections.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Don't worry. Like I still spend every fucking day with you. If I leave her
think
for an
she's
hour.
making these people up to make it seem like she's got friends. She doesn't like people.
Well, this is the thing. Like, I don't like people. No, honestly.
She don't like any of you.
On Sunday, like, when you were going to a beach club, I was like, no, like, I can't wait just not to speak to anybody.
Just be quiet.
And I needed that.
Yeah, and then she was like, now I'm done with this. Now I'm bored. Can we go out? I was like, are you okay?
No, I was not okay. I don't know what I'm going through right now. But, like, my emotions are, like, of a pregnant lady.
I don't think it's just you. I feel like a lot of people are going through right now. And you know the phase that we're going through from the snake to the horse, like,
well, can the horse fucking
hurry up,
cut on, like?
Yeah, and hurry up and start accelerating, because I feel like that. You feel like that. A lot of my clients feel like this, and a few of my friends who I've spoken to feel weird. Right now is a weird time.
It is fucking weird, right? Because
very weird.
Me and you had this conversation the other day. I cannot explain how much I don't want to do anything, but when I'm not doing anything, I also
I'm the same.
don't want to be here.
But we had this discussion during the week. Was like, oh, should we go out Friday? Should we go out Saturday?
Came Friday, Saturday.
We didn't do anything.
No. And you know what it is? I know, like, because I know myself, and if I'm in that type of mood, if I go out, all I'm going to think about is leaving.
Yeah.
And then I ruin my whole night. I
Yeah.
don't know what's wrong with me, but, like, I can't
I'm
flip
the
that
same.
flip. I have to have some sort of, like, okay, like, I do want to go out. I'll go see what the vibe's like. But yeah, no, anyway, I haven't been outside. Was completely losing the plot. But yeah, Sunday I definitely needed. But what are we even talking about in this podcast?
Just a catch up with Dom and Ista by the looks of it. We're talking about boundaries.
Boundaries is what you asked me, and then you got jealous that I have new friends, and then it carried on.
That's how my brain's working ADHD at the moment.
But yeah, like with those boundaries. So what I was saying is like I'm quite introverted, so as I know, I didn't realize that when I was younger because it was never spoke about, right? And then once I realized that I'm that type of person, I realized I don't actually want a lot of people around me because it just drains my energy. So I feel like that was definitely a big aspect of it, because once I clocked onto that and I actually like enjoy being on my own, it made me detached from anybody that wasn't serving me.
Yeah.
And then the other thing was my ex. Like with that
you
relationship.
You have to heal from that, don't you? From situations like that, and it makes you grow.
100%.
Like, once you realize how people speak to you and what people do, you're like, why am I tolerating this?
Yeah, for sure. And like it obviously came into like the biggest thing that I learned from like over the last couple of years is boundary setting. Because before that, I didn't know what a fucking boundary was.
What's one of those?
Yeah, literally. So when like, because that relationship taught me like you need to set boundaries to like look after you, it also taught me boundaries in other situations like friendships, fucking even myself. Do you know what I mean? Because I'll do things to like, people will be asking me to meet up fucking every other day, and I'm like yeah because I know I need to see them, but then who suffers at the end of the week? It's me.
And then I suffer because she doesn't want to do anything because she's been with her other friends, so then I suffer. So you know what, we both suffer in this situation. Fucking cry me a river, poor Dom.
Literally, poor Dom.
Lives with her best friend, doesn't fucking do anything with her best friend because she gets the exhausted one on the sofa that's sat with her legs up in the air. Like,
no, literally on Saturday night she was like, should we do something? And I just lay on my back, flipped my feet over my head
for about 2 hours.
And that was it.
In the dark. We didn't even have the TV on. We were sat in the dark.
Yeah. And then I went and read my book.
Do you know what I mean?
And then Sunday, Dom went outside. Not like outside. She just left the house. And she left me on the sofa under my blanket, gave me snacks and put pets on the TV.
I just know the way to her heart.
That I enjoyed. I was so happy. I was like twiddling my toes and all.
Sure, that was Sunday. But
yeah,
anyway. What I was going to touch on with the boundary setting and everything else, what you said there, I find that with myself, I always had older friends, older relationships, older friends, right? So I was the younger one. So I feel like people felt like they could speak to me or refer to me in a different way because I was younger, and probably because I was a little bit more shy, I wouldn't speak up. 100%. I wish I had this Dom now back then.
Yeah, she would have been firing shots.
Yeah.
100%. But it's like the whole concept of respect your elders, right? I'm sorry, but if my elder is a dick, why do I have to take that?
Respect young people as well. You respect everybody equally.
Yeah, no, 100%. And like one thing that I never agreed with is like, you know, the way people say like, oh, you shouldn't be speaking to your mom or your dad that type of way, right? Obviously, like I love my parents to bits and I respect them from that perspective, but there's a lot of parents or a lot of people that don't have a healthy relationship with their parents, and their parents are genuinely not good people to have in their life. And people are like, oh, but you should be respecting them anyway. Like, if that person is literally ruining your life, it doesn't matter if they fucking made you. Like, disrespect is disrespect.
No matter who it comes from.
Yeah.
Family's only family by blood. Like,
exactly. Like, if your friend was treating you any type of way, you wouldn't take that shit. So why, because a family member, because you're connected by blood, you're expected to take that?
No, I agree. It's mutual respect amongst everybody, right?
Yeah, for sure. And like that's probably another thing that like, not even with my family or nothing like that, like my family's sweet, but like one thing that I definitely wouldn't tolerate now is like somebody thinking they're above me. Yeah. Like I cannot stand
better
that.
than you.
And you can be better than me 110%, but like the way my outlook on life is now is like, if you're talking down on me, you're the fucking downer. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, because say if I feel like I'm above somebody, not that I ever fucking do, but you would want to help those people, right? Not talk down on them and try to belittle them.
I seen a thing and it was to do with relationships, and I wish I screenshotted it and saved it, but it was things like, he doesn't make effort, blocked. He doesn't.
I seen this as well.
I wish I saved it.
Did you send it to me?
I think so. And it was like a long list, and it was so true. Like, is inconsistent, blocked. Always cancels plans, blocked. Like, that's the sort of stuff you shouldn't tolerate. And I would have always tolerated that in the past, whereas now I'm a little bit more cutthroat with that.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to read out a list here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And essentially going through this list, say if this is something that you would tolerate and you wouldn't, and why.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So inconsistent communication, being excused as he's just busy.
Yeah, that pisses me off. Like,
Okay. And why do you think that pisses you off?
Because I think communication is really important, and I'm very good at communicating. So if somebody else doesn't do it, it winds me up.
Yeah, but like communication in what context? Like, say if somebody messaged you at the start of the day and they were like, look, I'm going to be busy today.
That's fine. That's communicating. Yeah. That's communicating, because you're communicating exactly what you're doing. I'm going to be busy all day. I'm not going to be at my phone.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
If you just got MIA ghost for days on end.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
100%. I agree with that. Hot and cold behaviour.
No. What do you mean, woman? You love me and then you don't? That's toxic.
I like this one. Toleration. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. Being someone's emotional support, but never their priority.
Oh, I feel like that was me throughout my relationship.
But I think this one's interesting because I think both people are in the wrong.
Well, yeah, because you're being you're getting walked all over because they're using you and you're aware.
Yeah.
But you're not addressing it as such.
100%. And that's why I'm saying that, like, obviously, like, you being someone's emotional support when you know you're not getting it back, that's like, it shows, yes, of course, the type of person that you are and that you're willing to help, but how much are you willing to help? Like, why are you doing it? Are you doing it because you hope they change? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you doing it in the hope that you're going to fix them? Because you can't fix nobody until they want to be fucking fixed.
Yeah.
And then from the other perspective, like, you're never their priority. I don't believe that, like, your partner should be your number one priority.
No, you should be your own priority.
Yeah. With that as well. But, like, it obviously comes down to your values in a relationship. Like, to me, I don't want to be his number one priority. That would drain the living shit out of me. So I need somebody that has their own shit going on before me.
No, but I think like, if you put your partner above all else, which is what I always used to do, you lose yourself, right?
100%.
So we should always be our own first priority, and that doesn't mean that we love our partner any less.
No, of course not.
If anything, we love them more because we're able to look after ourselves.
But that's the thing, right? Like, I feel like a big mistake that people make when they get into relationships is their whole world starts to revolve around their partner, right? Yeah. And the issue with that is it's going to impact you. You're going to change as a person. Like, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, it can come in both ends. But, like, you and your partner should have your life together.
Yeah.
You should also have your life on your own.
Yeah.
And he should have his life on his own. Do you know what I mean? Because you end up losing friends. You end up, I don't know, your business starts going downhill and stuff like that because you're putting so much emphasis on what this, like, giving your energy to this one other person. But the thing is, people come and go. Yeah. And, like, if a relationship goes, why do you have to lose everything else that you had built before they existed in 100%. Your life, you know?
Yeah, agreed.
The disrespect disguised as banter. So we spoke about this earlier.
I hate that. I hate that. Do you know what annoys me? Rude people. We have one friend that's quite rude when we're out and about. Yeah. And he thinks it's funny and it's not funny, it's rude.
Yeah.
Like, that's disrespectful.
No, but that is, it's like, base your partner off how they just speak to the waiter or somebody that's helping them. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Fuck that. It. Slap them.
Oh my God, I'm embarrassed. I'm leaving.
With that, I would even put it down to, like, wee sly comments that are being made and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Fuck that. Potential over reality.
Potential over reality.
This is like the concept that, like, I always speak about, like, somebody promising you they'll take you here, they'll do this.
I'm a sucker for that. Like, I fall for that. I fall for that. It doesn't mean it's right, but I do fall for it quite easily.
Why?
Because I think that's what I want, so I just believe people. Again, I'm still not perfect, but I am much better in recognising the bullshit now. But then again, I'm starting to feel like everyone's like that, and that's also not good.
But that, you just have to know the pace. Like, are they meeting you at a pace that you're comfortable with, right? So you're just like, if you're in your head, you're like, okay, I want to get in a relationship as quickly as possible. You're going to fall for all that bullshit. Do you know what I mean? And, like, to me, the way I look at it is, like, if you've been on 2 dates and he's planning a holiday and to take you here, here and here, he's love bombing.
He's love bombing 100%.
Yeah. And, like, whereas
before I'd be like, oh, I get to go on holiday never happened. What do you mean?
Exactly. But that's the thing. You get excited and you're like, oh, he's putting in effort, but is it actual effort or is it a way to keep you around his finger.
Yeah,
do you know what I
100%.
mean?
I seen a TikTok and it was really toxic. It was really, really toxic.
Go
This
on.
girl was talking about how when guys love bomb you or gaslight you, to use it to your advantage. So she was basically giving an example of like, and I think this is so wrong, by the way. She was like, okay, well, he's saying that, you know, he's going to take you here, here and there. Suggest going to for a meal to like the Cheesecake Factory in the mall.
Oh yes, you told me about this. Yeah.
And then after the mall, just be like, oh, I just need to go get a few things, and you know, go look around, get whatever you need. And then if he doesn't offer to pay, go to pay, say you forgot your card. If he doesn't offer to pay, then run. I was like,
such a Dubai thing. Like,
it's such a Dubai thing. Literally, when she
No.
said Cheesecake Factory in the mall, I was like, you're definitely in Dubai. Like, you're definitely in Dubai.
No, that's just fucking manipulating, draining people's
like,
money. Like,
she was like, use them because they're about to gaslight you and love bomb you and all this, so use it to your advantage. This is the toxic society that we live in.
100%. But you know what? Like, that girl is gonna attract people that treat her that way.
Yeah,
because
100%.
that's the intention she's going in with. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have the freaking audacity or the balls to say to a man, well, actually, yeah, take me to Cheesecake Factory 100%. Let's see the
Can
cheesecake.
you pay for my items?
And then go take him shopping and be like, here, buy me a hat. I would faint. I would faint.
I would die.
That's all that would come from that.
I couldn't do that.
But my 3 a.m. thoughts for you are, what's one thing do you think you have tolerated with your own behaviour in the past that you wouldn't tolerate anymore?
With my own behaviour,
Mm-hmm.
something that I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a very interesting question. What, like, roles reversed, somebody could say about me?
No, not necessarily. Like your relationship with yourself. So, like, for example, not setting boundaries. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's something.
Yeah, I didn't used to set boundaries with work or with relationships or with friends. Like, boundary setting was a really big thing for me. And also letting people talk down on me because I was younger.
Yeah.
That was one big thing for me as well. Because I thought, well, you know what? They've got authority because they are older than me. I'm going to let them speak to me however they want to speak to me.
Hell no.
No. Don't want like that. Don't want like that. Okay, my 3 and thought for you. What is one thing that you feel that you have stopped doing? Accepting. What's the word I'm looking for? Tolerating. What's something you've stopped tolerating?
That I've stopped tolerating. I was a doormat as well.
Yeah.
100%.
Now, welcome Matt out there. Welcome to step on me.
Literally, no, I was an absolute doormat in terms of that. Like, one thing that I know that I was really, really bad for is apologizing for somebody else's mistakes.
Oh my God, yes.
You know?
I used to do that.
But I also know where it comes from. Like, I wouldn't do that with an average person. Like, that obviously has to come from manipulation coming from the other person, right? Because say something happened, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I found out kind of thing. Like, if I didn't find out, this argument would have never happened.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's your fault.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that time I caught my boyfriend cheating and I had to apologise for
Same,
catching him cheating.
same.
I'm so sorry. Oh my God, let me close my eyes and restart again.
Literally, though. But yeah, exactly that. But I don't even mean it like, well, yeah, the cheating situation is one of them, but just in general, like, but I was that fucking, like,
Manipulated.
low in myself.
Yeah.
And, like, that had that little had that little, like, self-worth in myself and self-belief that I genuinely thought that I was the problem.
Yeah.
Like, I would always reflect back and I would genuinely be sorry because I'm like, yeah, he is right. If I didn't start that argument or if I didn't say that in this type of tone, that we would have never argued.
I remember this with my first boyfriend as well. He was going out all the time and I brought it up to him and he was like, yeah, because you're at work all the time.
So it's your fault.
So it's my fault. And I was
and
like,
it
oh my
makes
God.
you sort of like think and you'd be
you
like,
go crazy.
maybe if I didn't have a job, he wouldn't be out all the time.
Yeah. Honestly, mental. Crazy.
So yeah.
Well, that was very interesting.
I think this is probably our longest podcast episode.
Talking shite.
Talking absolute shite, but at least everybody knows what's going on in our lives.
Yeah. You've got the inside outs.
Inside outs.
And see you next one.
Anywho, bye.